The family of fashion designer Martha Nolan-O'Slatarra, found dead on a yacht in Montauk, is pushing for a second autopsy. With her cause of death still inconclusive, the family's lawyer saying they want more details. The circumstances surrounding this are far from typical. They would like to know anyone who was with Martha that evening. Earlier that evening, at the time of the actual incident, we know one person who was there. Was anyone else around? Forensic psychologist Dr. John Delatorre joins me now. Doctor, good morning. It is great to see you. What a story here. My goodness. Yeah. So the family's lawyer, Arthur Idala, also says that the family, of course, wants more details and says the circumstances surrounding this are far from typical. No signs of foul play. So what do you make of her death?
I mean, when we look at sort of the totality of everything that was going on, we have this strange man running around naked, trying to wake people up and stuff like that. She also had a reason to celebrate with her pop-up shop and her swimwear line going well. It sounds to me, given what we know about this, that potentially they were celebrating, maybe drugs were involved, and maybe just a series of unfortunate events ended up happening that took this young woman's life.
So the family is also worried that she could have been slipped a drug that caused her death because they don't know her to be a drug user. Is that possible? And also, how would we find out? How would we know for sure?
I think a couple of things. First of all, we need to see the autopsy and toxicology reports. But again, when we look at the behaviors of the individuals associated with this, we don't see that she was undressed in any way, but he was undressed in a way. So it's certainly possible that he could have slipped her something that maybe, her body didn't accept or anything like that, while he was trying to do something that he shouldn't have been doing with her.
Could he be tested for drugs, the man that was with her? Could he be tested for drugs and that be a part of the cause of her death, potentially?
Sure. I have no reason to suspect that she would be the only one taking something and he wouldn't be taking anything. I think detectives, right, obviously they're going to play things close to the vest. They're going to not reveal the full truth about what they're doing with their investigation. So it's certainly possible that a toxicology report has already been done. Hair, blood, all of these kinds of things can tell us what was going on at that time. Now, again, certain drugs process through the body a lot quicker, but certain things we'll still be able to see in the person's blood and hair.
All right, and I understand that it's going to take possibly 3 months to get the final post-mortem. Does that sound right to you? That seems like such a long wait.
It is a long wait, and unfortunately, there are so many cases that need to be investigated. It's just a common problem with so many different departments where a lot of things that need to just be tested are getting backlogged. It's an unfortunate thing because this is the kind of case that we need to get through very quickly because time is of the essence, but that's true for all of these cases, and it's something that we need to devote more resources to our law enforcement and investigative agencies.
All right, I also want to ask you this as part of a forensic pathologist, a psychologist, part of the criminal justice system. Inmates are reportedly making Idaho killer Bryan Kohberger's life miserable behind bars. This is a report from the New York Post saying, quote, the inmates are tormenting him at night and almost all hours of the day, taunting him through the vents in his cell. He's extremely annoyed and frustrated. He's complaining to the authorities that he can't sleep because of them. He is a target in jail. And does this surprise you? What are your thoughts on this?
No, it doesn't surprise me one bit. I think, career criminals take a look at this guy and they think that he tried to make his name by killing all of these people, when in reality, he's just a nameless, powerless individual. And these inmates are going to show him using their toilet talk. They're going to show him just how powerless he actually is.
Yeah, his life seems, as we say on the bottom of the screen, miserable behind bars, and it appears like it will be for the rest of his life. Dr. John Delatorre, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.